Hello, everyone. I am Miser Luke, and I'm joined today here by Mr. Cringe. Today, we're going to be doing the TPD meme review. We've got a nice collection of about 30 memes here that we're going to talk about and then put on this nice little tier list website for your off-season enjoyment.
This is a completely unbiased meme review.
Yes, ignore the fact that I've invited the leader of the Sector 7 nation, and like half of the memes are Sector 7. I'm sure they won't be disproportionately represented in the high tiers.
I think all of those should go to S because S stands for sector.
We're renaming the S tier. Okay. It's now the TPD tier. All the good
Ah,
stuff goes to TPD
this is
tier.
tragic.
Yeah. We'll make an extra tier for Sector 7. No, no. Okay. Starting off good with only the highest resolution of memes. I hope they're not all this bad. We'll see. Starting us off with the first meme, we've got an incredible picture that was taken during the very final battle of the Chorus Collective,
Mhm.
where I believe the Chorus Uber Bioform ate this ship, is what happens next. And
In
it's
about
been,
30 seconds.
yeah, and it's been titled with the Great and Mighty and Glorious Ray Thump the Second, who I didn't even know about till like near the very end. I heard him mentioned a few times, but I had no idea what he was. Do you know, Cringe?
I don't know. I still don't know what Ray Thump the second is.
Okay, I don't know. Well, I don't know about the second part, but Ray Thump was the dictator who took over Ciaran and Colet's faction over in the southwest corner during their war with the Ionians, and he was. I think because of how it sounds, you don't realize that it was just them putting a different prefix onto Trump. And I don't know if it was named
Oh,
after Raycast or Raytheon or what, but he was just their king who was saying all kinds of crazy and aggressive things as a way to justify their war, to my understanding.
oh, I see. Okay.
So, not a bad meme, but a little bit lower on the context side. So I think B tier.
Mm, yeah. I laughed at it even though I didn't really understand it. I think the wording carries it.
Yes. So we can shift these around as we get a further basis for what needs to go where. All right, next up we have my schedule versus 500 pings at 2 a.m.
Hmm.
I think a more agile adaptation of that first one. Good way to use the same
Indeed.
image.
I'm gonna have to let you rank this one because this is one of the few I made.
Okay. Ooh. I'm considering this one A tier. It's similar image, which is a
Understand.
pretty nice one, but with something that I sympathize with a lot. There weren't
You.
that many pings specifically at 2 a.m., but there were a lot of pings. It was way better in season 2 than season 1, though.
Yeah.
Blimp.
Blimp. Do we have a blimp tier?
No, I would add it if I knew how to easily add tiers, but no, this one,
Mhm.
I think this is S tier or TPD tier.
Yeah, this is absolutely TPD tier. If you weren't there for it, it's not going to be as funny, but if you're just like if you know even a little bit about blimp, it's just absolute cinema.
Yeah, it was a hilarious addition, having that happen. We've also got the Chud memes. I don't know the context. It looks kind of funny.
Chud memes? I can't wait till he hears this.
Yeah, no, the Chad memes. Don't even look at the file name up there. The Chad memes. Yeah, it's just we got two of them.
Yes, this started with detected language and then that.
Yeah, I don't think I
Uh
was read up enough on the context to know where these need to go.
it was I think like 1 in the morning and like 6 people we were just messing around with the bot and the Necotina bot,
Hmm.
and we managed to make Chad ball, or in this case Chud ball, and we asked Necotina what the Chud ball's language was, and it just responded with the ball.
Okay,
So
that's pretty good. I'm thinking we split these between B and C tier, unless you've got a
yes.
preference otherwise. Cool.
Oh, it's fair.
All right, now for Fedcom of Miram. This one was
Um,
the very origin of that phrase, and I think it's incredible.
I don't. I completely missed this. This is
You
like my
not
second
aware
time seeing.
of Fedcom of Miram?
No.
The entire season, Well, so at the very beginning, when I think it was Komomo was drawing up some extra maps to label the countries, they abbreviated the Federated Commonwealth of Merland and Romaine
Oh.
to FedCom of Miram, and that really annoyed Peregrine and whoever else was in FedCom.
Yeah, I can see
As,
that really ticking Perry
yeah.
off.
And
All
I,
right.
I religiously called them FedCom of Miram because it sounds so it rolls off the tongue so easily, so much
It
shorter to say.
does.
Whether it's
You know,
FedCom or FedCom of Miram.
this is
And
S tier.
yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. It was hilarious every single time. I might put that even above Blimp because that was one of the season-long jokes that was pretty solid.
That was like starting development time, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Duality of roles. Hmm.
the rolls were so funny. We had some times where someone would get like three D20 or three 20s in a row, and then other times it would just be nothing but nat ones and low rolls. And this is peak here.
Interesting.
This is a combination of memes even.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. You know what? I kind of sympathize with this. We got a nat 20 when we were trying to figure out how to force fem Commodore Castle. So, you know what? Yeah.
So yeah, I know that Uma was regarded as having a lot of unlucky rolls or being annoyed by the rolls, and I believe Crab and Brick were on the typically the luckier side, or at least they weren't often hurt by rolls. So here you see
Gotcha.
confidence going into a 1, and then terror and
Just
apprehension going into a nat 20.
alrighty. Yeah, that's
I think it's pretty
I would say
high.
A tier.
Okay. I'll put it high A tier.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
it's pretty good. And then the next one is just going to be just the roll
Roll
for
for
it
it.
part, but we get the full GIF.
I say we just put it next to it.
Put it next
They're
to it? Okay.
basically the same thing.
I understand that. I'll put it near the end of the list.
Hmm.
You know
So
what
what
that
that
means.
means?
10 more spies to counter intel.
Oh gosh, yeah.
The
That was Tofu Pet Gaming right there.
Yeah, the spy game was crazy. Definitely
Hmm.
can use more balance for season 3, but it gave us a lot of funny stuff.
Big fish.
Yeah. Especially whenever people would be leaking or pretending to leak stuff in the public chats, and then everyone's like, "Oh, more spies to see intel."
I don't think I had any spies to Sintel the entire time.
It was funny how much people varied. Some of the nations
Hmm.
got pretty crazy with spies near the end.
This is like a high B.
You think I would put this as A?
A? Okay, okay.
I'll throw
We'll do
this on
A.
A because there was a lot of C intel shenanigans that this represents.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Now this is a classic. I think this was a T Lad creation.
Yes, this is the one you had to show me because I didn't know what the dragon was.
Yeah, the dragon was a terror for the entire season, and it ruined at least one entire battle, and what made many more a lot slower and more hectic. I don't know exactly what this text is meant to mean, but I know it is funny.
I am an impoverished man. 7 million mats lost in combat.
This
Hmm.
is a quintessential, I think, S tier meme that kind of defines
Yes.
the vibe of season 2. Next up, we've got some brick related memes. We got
These, the first two, I see all the time. They're great. They're very funny.
Yeah, this is the classic no aesthetic scoring that came, I believe, from outside of TPD, and then this is
Yeah.
one that I think Automatic Public Relations made during
Mm,
TPD. I don't remember if this is
okay.
one of their actual TPD craft, once you remove the deco skin, or if it's just something that they made in parallel.
I think this is something they probably found, and then they're mocking this.
Okay, I thought it was something that APR made, but I could be wrong.
Gotcha.
Where do you think these go?
B.
You think B? I can agree on
Yeah.
B.
Especially since they weren't like directly related to TPD. They're just more like the funny memes that we throw through.
Yeah, kind of a commentary on the state of the meta.
Mm-hmm.
Here we got a classic one. Smallest brick carrier task force. This is the kind
224.
of
Very
thing.
nice.
Yeah. 224 craft. This is the kind of thing that led to me putting limits on craft numbers. This and the dragon incident.
Yeah.
The latter
I
part of
don't
the game
s-
would have been a lot more suffering without those.
I don't see this one a lot though.
No, this was not posted often, I think.
No, that's definitely gonna hurt it in the rankings.
Yeah, I think it's at best a C tier.
Mm-hmm.
We'll place it there for now. Uh, here's
Oh
a
no.
classic meta issue. So there's very little blueprint review going on from my end before battles in TPD, just because there's thousands of blueprints that get submitted. You should see the file size of my TPD folder. And it's just impossible to look at everything. So a lot of issues get shown after they've been used in battles or are found out by players. And here's a case where, yeah, the Mahawks, which I, near the end of the season, started complaining about a lot, because they
Mm-hmm.
just really were just a simple meta craft that just made these guys succeed a lot more in every battle. Turns out, yeah, they were, in fact, flying above the legal combat altitude, or at least set to. I don't know if they fully reached that level, and they also were evading when they probably shouldn't have at that range. And Lions at least blamed it on Kneecap, who started out running, who started doing a lot of prep for the faction, but then kind of left or got a lot less involved as time went on. Less a meme, more of an incident that is kind of funny in hindsight, but was definitely a problem.
Yeah, I think this is D tier. It's like it's just about the rules and stuff, breaking the rules, but it's not
Yeah,
particularly
it's
funny.
kind of funny, but the funny that hurts when you realize that it happened,
Yeah.
and was just decreasing the total quality of all the meta side battles.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have the most deep fried, hopefully the most deep fried in this list. I really hope there's not any that have less pixels. This thing's got to be like, how is this 93 kilobytes? That should be like 10. There's no way. I don't
Because I
know.
put like 7 filters over freaking Chris Griffin's face.
Okay. Queen Silmare, the Alkanos Legion is here. You know the context for this one. I'm not even sure I do.
So essentially, Waffle and Demon Queen Silmare Whitegrass
Yep.
were were at war with Sector 7, and not even like before they were at war with Sector 7, they fought the Alkanos Legion, which was the volunteers, and they wiped the floor, like crucial support for stopping their invasion of Fedcom. So
Yeah.
then they went back, and then Alkanos Legion came back with new jets to go blow up the frogs. And after an EMP incident, just annihilated the frogs.
Yep.
So
So
yes.
yeah, Sector 7, you got good mileage out of your volunteers for sure.
Oh, 100%. That was the goal. It was amazing.
They were all over the place, and it was pretty cool. Okay, this one. Where do you? Actually, I shouldn't ask you where this one goes because you're involved.
I was gonna say B tier, but
I think middle of B tier. It's solid, but nothing too special.
yeah,
And oh, that
it's
that was
one of
one.
those like
Yeah, that's why the waffle's been photoshopped in here. It's like, why is that there?
yeah. This is mainly a joke between Tofu, Waffle. I mean, not Tofu and Waffle. Tofu and the sectors. So
Yep. Now we are into the Sector 7 memes. You see, we got Sector 7-1 all the way up to like Sector 7-10, with some middle ones. These first three are about the same. Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with Sector 7.
what about side by side with a friend?
I could do that. And here you've got
Amazing.
Tofu and 7 against Karbarov. And then you've got Sector 7 and... Is that Ecclesiarch?
That's Ecclesiarch. Because we had all that drama and fighting, and then we just ended up teaming up to defend Fedcom.
Yeah, okay. Yes, these two protecting Fedcom from Tofu, which I guess chronologically comes before this one.
Yes.
And then another one against Karbarov.
Yes, that again.
So a nice set that shows you just how funky the relations were going on with the central, southern, and southwestern powers along that side of SoCentrum, which is
One
a whole
second.
saga of itself. That had a lot of the battles and a ton of funny drama.
Yes. I think the original one, where it's Sector 7 and Ecclesiarch versus Tofu, is A, and the others are B.
Okay, I think I'm gonna spread them all out because
Yeah.
they're solid, but the quality kind of well, I don't know if it gets better or gets worse. It's kind of funny that it keeps happening, but it is also repetitive, and that's a way that detracts from it on a ranking. So I'll stick with
Yeah.
this, and we'll see how it shapes up next to the other Sector 7 things. Total Sector 7 victory, classic.
Total
That's Jeb
Sector
Bush,
7
right?
victory. Yes, it is.
Okay.
This is a total Jeb victory.
Was this after you won, or was this just
No,
drawing? Okay.
this was in the middle of it.
Got it, because I
You
can
can
see the
see,
borders that got drawn over.
yeah, it was a. I think there's still some pink in there somewhere.
Yeah. Yep, so this is Sector 7 preparing for their victory and just, I guess, claiming it a little bit early for propaganda.
Just a little bit, It totally wasn't one turn into the invasion.
I do like seeing the Jeb Bush meme. That's pretty solid. Been a while
Hmm.
since I've seen one of those. But,
That was actually right where I was gonna put it.
yeah,
Oh no, now we're get
not quite as good as some of the other ones, but a solid contender.
now we're on to the Panzer guy memes.
Yep.
Did you know when Allah created world, Allah did give whole world to Sector 7, but Sector 7 friendly country, so Sector 7 give the land to other country. This is lore accurate.
Yeah, I feel like it also goes well with. Whoa, here we go. Sector 7 just claiming the entire world.
Yes, indeed.
So we'll probably put these two together. It's not bad. It's a classic just edit an image meme format.
I I think it's just absolute just like doo-doo quality makes it way funnier.
That's
Like
kind of
look at
true.
SpongeBob, he's got a little Sector 7 flag on him.
Yeah, Sector 7 just drawn on everything. A simple
Hmm.
logo is very easy to make memes out of, turns out.
Indeed.
I'll call this like middle of A tier, I feel.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Actually, no, I think I kind of like this one better because it's funny with that comment from Peregrine, and I'll put this one a bit lower into B.
Yes, it's great.
Okay, moving on. You've caught the blues, and
Just
then
a lot of there was like three shades of blue on
yeah,
that map.
the
No,
dark
there's no,
blue,
I think
the
there's
lighter
four.
cyan, and the darker.
But there's also that little brick craft in the corner. That's another color of blue.
True. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of blue involved in
Tofu.
Fedcom, Sector 7, and Karbarov against Tofu. Did Brick ever fight Tofu, or were they just there for something else?
No, they were literally there to watch.
Okay.
That was their whole reasoning.
Nice. Classic Brick thing.
They're like the Soviets when we were going in like Iraq. They're just there to watch.
Okay, and then this one, this must be a second generation of this meme that got corrected because I think the first
Yeah,
one
it was.
was spelled wrong.
This is D tier meme. Totally, guys, trust me.
I feel like it was automatic public relations that made this, but I could be wrong.
Yes, it's 100%.
Okay.
It was.
Question,
That
yeah,
one's funnier than the original.
I agree with that. I think it's a little bit funnier, and I feel like this.
Yep, that's good.
I feel like they're both upper tier. Now we got this is the basic Sector 7 memes. I'll put these three are all actually no, these two are low frequency of occurrence memes. I don't need their
This one,
appearance in Sector 7. And just
the Sector 7 bird.
yeah.
Yeah. Sector 7 bird, D tier, but the I don't need therapy, I just go to Sector 7. That one I really like for no particular reason, and it's my Spotify emblem for Sector 7 bops.
Ah, okay. Interesting. I'll out of deference to that, I will put it on C tier instead of D tier.
Understandable.
Memes like this, they're in an oversaturated market, and in that market, some memes gotta lose. And of the Sector 7
Yeah.
ones, those just aren't as good as our next contender. Scream if you
TPD
love
tier.
Sector 7.
Scream if you love Sector 7. Certified classic. Can't
Probably
go wrong with it.
probably the most posted GIF in the Promethean Directive Discord.
100%. I get sent this GIF in other servers just randomly. I'll upload pictures of my new vehicles and I'll get sent scream if you love Sector 7. It's amazing.
Just a classic, I think, easy S tier pick.
Mm-hmm.
Because its proliferation, if nothing else, is evidence of that. Now we get into a few oddball memes. I loved Sandstorm. They were like one of the most based factions. And
I
go for
I
it.
also loved them. They were They're very funny. I did Diplo like twice with them. One when they were a hive mind, and they still let me build a waffle bungalow there. But because if you make a profitable trade with a hive mind or a devouring swarm, you get economic debuffs. We
Yep.
just built it there, and it was non-profit
Yep.
waffle bungalow, and that was fun. And then after they became normal, I got to negotiate for the release of the Zenixel little autonomous sector, and that was really fun.
That is fun. Another, so this is kind of like a two-layer meme. It's got depth. So if you
Hmm.
weren't following the war closely, you'd just be like, okay, this is funny because Sandstorm is a devouring horde. They're basically like zombies. But what's also fun and that I appreciate as a person who could see the internal channels and who was following some of the discussion is that this is actually what Sandstorm was doing. This is what Tarnish was doing. He'd talk to the queen of like the River Kingdom or some of the other neighbors and be like, "Hey, I'm attacking this port next round. How does that sound? Do you want to fight there? Do you want to fight in the ocean? How are we going to coordinate this?"
Ooh, okay, okay.
Like he was actually making it a like collaborative war, not a I want to destroy you and knock you off the map. No, this was them role playing it out in their public interactions, but privately organizing things and making sure that they're both having fun and getting to show off their stuff. So super based
No,
way to do it there.
that's hella based.
Yeah. There's been a bit of a conflict of ideas that I've tried to struggle with myself. Is it better to have planned wars and make the focus on like showing off combat and roleplay, or is it cool to keep the elements of games like diplomacy or risk where you actually strategize about fighting and you keep things secret from your enemies, and both have their merits, but it's really good to see when this kind succeeds and has its place.
Yes, this is peak.
So I think that's S tier because of the extra context around it. Without it, maybe A tier. But I like to see.
I think because it needs the context for the second half, high A tier.
Oh, that's what you think. I'm keeping it on S. Maybe we'll bump it near to the back of S.
All right, I'm good with that.
But all right, next up we've got someone just deleted the continent that had Eon, the bunnies, and most of Weisven.
And also Rumokaya.
Oh, good point. Yeah, all of Rumokai is gone.
All of that. Honestly, for the best. It was, oh man, certainly something.
Yeah, that was a chaotic set of wars with more out of game drama than I would have really liked. There was
Yeah?
definitely some hatred going on between the players, not just the nations. And that is the exact opposite of what that last meme was, which is these guys got along well even though they were killing each other, and now this is a lot of these people wanted to kill each other because they hated the other players and were that kind of thing. So,
The Wallace to Electric Boogaloo.
yeah. So yeah, this is I don't know where to rank this necessarily because of that kind of thing.
No,
It's kind of funny as a meme,
I think it's a good
but
middle ground. Like,
okay.
B tier, maybe in the middle of it.
We can put it middle of B tier.
Yeah.
This one, fun fact, that is my thumb. I when so what they started out as Federacion Tehuapec,
Yes.
but everyone called them Tofu Pack. Tofu Pack, Tofu Peck, tons of different ways. I've tried looking up, like using the Discord search to see what's more common, and it's all kinds of things. People called them anything and everything, but Tofu Pack became one of the common spellings. And I was thinking about it one day, and I was like, you know what? I've got tofu in my pantry. In fact, I still do to this day, because no one wants to eat tofu. And I was like, I bet I can find the letters PAC. So that's like a value pack of granola bars. And I just made
Uh,
this, and I was like, here we go, a tofu pack, but in real life.
the first time I saw this image was when on that the other Sector 7 meme when it was fighting tofu. And
Yeah.
I didn't realize what that was. I thought it was just a thing from the internet.
Nope. This is, yeah, OG created for TPD just because it was funny.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I think they eventually their name got closer and closer to Tofu Pack as they went through multiple revolutions and
Every
renaming.
every single government slowly got closer to Tofu Pack. Yep.
Yeah. Do you even know what their final name was?
The autonomous sector of Tehuapec.
Okay, they did.
Or it was the Tehuapec Autonomous Sector, I believe.
Got it. So didn't quite reach Tofu Pack in the end, but they were there.
No, I dragged them back in because I preferred back.
I personally think this is a high A tier. I don't know where you're feeling.
Oh, high A tier, yeah. Put
Okay.
it above 500 pings.
Yeah. And that was like way early in the season before it was even that big of a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then yeah, there you go. The official name, Federación Tehuapec. And everyone just called him Tofu Pack.
I think that goes right next to the last one.
Okay, in fact, just for fun, let's go to the Discord and I want to search. So, Tofu Pack got used 600 times. Tehuapec got used 500 times. What about Tofu Peck? Oh, interesting. So Tofu Peck with a PEC was the most common with more than twice as much as the other two.
What about
And
just tofu?
that's what I'm up next. 800.
Interesting.
And then Tehuapec, only 30 times. Even some of the polls got that one. And then
Interesting.
I think I called him Tehua a few times, yeah. 30 results.
Don't look at the top one.
Yeah, let's get away from that. But yeah, I think right next to it's a good one. That was a pretty good adaptation of the meme, and has earned its place well. What's
Oh
next?
yeah.
Glory to Slime Hitler. This was, oh boy.
Oh, this was so good. All right. So, let me if somehow you're not in TPD and you're seeing this and you don't understand why Office of the Sun Steward, and also known as Imperial Waffle, is saying glory to Slime Hitler, essentially they got colonized by slimes who turned into Hitler and wanted to kill everybody. And instead of taking my offer to submit to my country and overthrow the slimes, that's what he says.
Yep.
So yeah. And there's a GIF where it's been turned into a ball now.
Yes, I have seen that one too. Yeah.
I have it here. Hold up, there's a lot of brain rot. I gotta scroll past. It's everywhere. This is taking too long.
Yep. The funny thing is, Sector 7 did eventually fight Slime Hitler of their own volition, but they pretty much lost their whole capital in doing so.
Nope, there it is. Yeah, well, it wasn't the capital. It was Port Caledonia, which
Oh.
was a major port, and that was real tragic. It went down in legend, though. It was actually a really cool battle. Also, there's this one.
Oh, yeah. Glory to Sector 7. Gotta love the spheres. An odd meme format that was kind of endemic to the Promethean Directive. I don't know where else that ever showed up.
I think this is TPD tier.
This is absolutely TPD tier. It is one of the classic things that was really funny of the mid-season arcs. I'll even put it above Blimp.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Next up, this was really funny when it just randomly popped up.
Yeah. This is also Cronky.
That's what I thought, yeah. And what's really funny is this applies for so many people. There were a ton of factions that had like one or two players who were hardly paying attention. And I saw interactions that were like basically exactly like this in the private chats.
If you looked inside of Sector 7 internal during the game, there was multiple times where it's like, hey, I just woke up. What happened? We just went to war. With who? And it's just like, I'm sitting there, it's like, I'm telling y'all guys, like, I'm pinging everyone doing it, but this is so accurate.
Yeah, that even, I'm sure, has some Season 1 flashbacks for you specifically.
Oh, gosh, yes. Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's an absolutely TPD pilled thing.
Yeah.
That's got to be up there. Another one in a similar vein.
Masterpiece.
Yeah.
Today I will check TPD for new messages. Oblivious. 5:30 p.m. Everybody dead. Yep. Right after Port Caledonia got bombed, freaking Panzer guy's like, hey, I just woke up. What happened? Everyone's dead. Oh. Then he went back to sleep.
Yeah. This has a bit of a dual meaning for me. if you take into account the time. Because for me, most of the activity pretty much happened while I was sleeping and at work. Like I'd wake up to 10 pings and I'd get home from work to 10 pings if I hadn't been answering them, especially in season one. But like in the evening, nothing would really happen in chats. Like there'd be battles if we were having those, but otherwise, super quiet in the American evenings for some reason. Probably a lot of Europeans playing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. I don't think I'd rate it too high.
I was gonna put it behind Alchemist, but also maybe ahead of Brick Task Force.
Where?
I think I only saw this one like once as well.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. I wouldn't put that too high.
It's just like the last one basically says the same thing, but way better.
Yeah. This one, a slow boy classic. Especially, it's good to see the man emoji make it here. I don't even know why that existed or where it came from. I let other
I
people manage
don't.
all the emojis.
Yeah.
But this is
Uh,
this is absolutely how the lore went in TPD.
mm-hmm.
That's got to be probably a low TPD tier, I feel.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, this one.
This one, solid.
This one's really good. This one's a high A before we
Another
can say
typo,
anything.
which we sadly didn't get a corrected version of. It's got to be two P's in the
No,
process. Come on.
because this was Crab. Crab got onto me for making a typo, and he did this. I'm calling you out, Crab.
Cringe wants your blood, Crab. You better be ready.
Yeah.
This is sometimes fitting, sometimes not. I delivered quite a few messages that came with Doom, and quite a few that did not.
And sometimes it's just like you eat a cake, it's delicious, but now you have food poisoning.
Yeah. I'll call this one probably an A tier. Probably around the middle of the road. Okay, next
What is
up.
this next one?
I
I've
don't even.
never seen this one before.
I'm the one who ran event help, and I don't even know exactly what. I think. I assume event help got typoed to event hell. And then this meme was like, yes, let's create this.
Hmm.
Sometimes event help was a terrible place. You should see the event help channel. There were many terrible things in there of
Oh
stuff we
dear.
had to deal with or other shenanigans. But I'd call this kind of on the lower tier just because we don't have too much of the context for it. It's a little bit out there compared to some other ones. We missed our brains with Sector 7. This one, I'll put slightly above the other Sector 7 one. Okay, and that is everything. Here's the final list. Hope you all approve. If you want to make your own, you're welcome to. I can upload the folder and people can create their own lists. But I think this is pretty solid here. And it kind of condenses a lot of the funny stuff of Season 2 into a nice, digestible format. Any comments for you, Cringe?
I would say if anyone thinks this is very funny and would love to participate in more meme making or just world building in TPD, go ahead and join the server. And this video gets good reception, that was probably going to be a quote review.
Yep, one of my favorite things to do during and like between seasons, just to scroll through the quote channel and look at all the funny stuff we're accumulating, because it's
You also
so
had to
fun.
pay to look at it.
True, yes, that is one of the few things that you get if you donate through the coffee. But yeah, that's all for this episode of TPD meme review. Expect another one in 1 year, or like a month if we do a quote review. But yeah, that's all
Yay.
we've got. Thanks y'all for being here, and I'll have some more content later. I'll be recording
Adios.
a history video at some point with Crushed Ember, and then some other stuff. So that's all. Thanks and goodbye. This is where you can say see ya or similar if you want
Oh,
to.
yeah. I already said adios and interrupted you. You should just
Okay.
end it mid sentence so that way it's